You know, you look on Instagram and you got a lot of people not necessarily being fake, but only showing the good stuff. And then you turn on the news and they highlight the 0.1% of people that are upset about things that 99.9% of regular people never even think about, let alone care about. And then I get a ride like this one and I'm reminded that this is where life happens. Not here. In retrospect, this is one of those classic Uber driver as a therapist moments, and I treat my rider confidentiality with the most highest esteem. So don't worry, I won't be dropping any names. As you will see, it could lead to some legal trouble for those involved. Driver ed ain't no snitch. I had picked up this guy who needed a ride to the auto body shop. He was picking up his car that was getting repaired after he just crashed into a restaurant. I can't tell you the name of it. You'll soon understand why, but I'm familiar with it. It's in my neighborhood. And it's like a family restaurant. The night that he crashed, he had been drinking all throughout the day and he decided to try to drive home, something that he was very embarrassed about. He doesn't remember if he fell asleep or just lost control, but the next thing he knew, he was going over a curb onto the sidewalk, hit a guy on a bicycle, and crashed into the wall of the restaurant. The guy on the bike went flying and there was a big hole in the wall. Fortunately, the guy on the bike popped right up, so he knew he was okay, but otherwise, my rider was thinking like, I'm screwed. Drunk driving, hit a guy on a bike, ran into a restaurant. This is not going to be good. He gets out of the car, but before he can even say anything to the bicyclist says to him, if you talk to the cops, leave me out of it. I have warrants out for my arrest, so let's just pretend this never happened. Throws his mangled bike behind some bushes and literally runs away. Now, even though it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, there were still people in the restaurant. You'll understand why in a second. And they came out right after the guy on the bike disappeared. The people from the restaurant looked at the giant hole in their wall and said, I'll tell you what, you pay for the bricks, we'll fix up the wall, no need to involve the police or insurance or anything like that, and you can be on your way. So my rider just went from drunk driving, hitting a guy on the bike and damaging property to paying for a couple of bricks. He took that deal in a heartbeat and got out of there as quick as the biker with warrant. What he found out later is the restaurant, the family restaurant, like I've literally seen kids have birthday dinners there. That restaurant is known to sell drugs out the back of the house. So the last thing they wanted is to get the police involved. My favorite thing about this story is the guy in my car was a nice guy. The restaurant is a friendly place. I don't know the guy on the bike, but hey, he seems like a resilient dude. My point is, these are the people in the real world, the kind of people that hold the door for you or let you over when you're trying to make a left. And I like this story because everybody in it has their own stuff that they're all just trying to figure out the best they can. Sure, making some pretty dumb mistakes along the way, but who doesn't? It's the real world with real problems and complicated solutions. Not that this is good, this is bad, black and white, hashtag activisms that you see on social media. This is where life happens. Not here. We're all just out here trying to figure it out the best we can. Not always making the best decisions, but usually not trying to hurt others. At least not intentionally. I mean, what are the odds the dude was on a bike at that time, at that exact moment? That is just insane.